Hey, it's Eunice, and this is Nurtured to Nurture, where we allow ourselves to be nurtured so we can nurture our children. Nurtured to Nurture is part of Essence. You can find us from essence.org. Today, our topic is be intentional. I want to talk to you about this important topic is be intentional. It's so important that we are intentional about everything that we do, particularly when it comes to nurturing our children. Many parents, which I was included once upon a time, we parent anyhow. We leave things to chance, and yet we want to win. How are we going to succeed? How are we going to win if we are parenting anyhow with no intentionality? Let me draw your attention to something. You know, when you see the military men fighting on the battlefield, you see the frontliners who are actually engaged in the actual fight where they are throwing bombs and shooting the guns and all those kind of things. Behind the scenes, there are other soldiers who are just there strategizing, planning and, intentionally studying the opponents, the way they're fighting, so that they can feed the frontliners in a way to fight so that they will be successful. So they don't leave success to chance. Why would we as parents do? So as parents, we have to also be intentional about the things that we do. You might be wondering, what do I mean when I say intentional? Intentional means having meaning to the things that you do with your child. You are not doing it because your next door neighbor is doing it. You are not doing it because you want somebody to say, oh, you've done a good job. No. Have a meaning, have a reason, have a motivation for doing this particular thing with this child, knowing that it's going to benefit this child's life. Not just that, it doesn't stop there, but how does this benefit help your child to grow up, to be the person to carry out his or her purpose to help humanity? You have to be able to think about all that, and that is what is called being intentional. Being intentional is not just of physical nature. You have to be a spiritual parent. You have to be a praying parent as well, because you don't want to lean on your own understanding. And when you are a spiritual parent, when you are a praying parent, that is when you are able to harmonize the physical and the spiritual, so that your child will grow up having a spiritually sound foundation that they will build up on in the way that they can grow and be of benefit to themselves and of humanity. So to be successful at all these things, you don't just leave it to chance. You got to be intentional about it. So today I am challenging you. Be intentional. Be intentional in your own character. Be intentional in the way that you think and reflect about your children. Be intentional about the things that you do even in your household. Take a look at the way you live your life and be intentional, because that way you have the meaning and the fulfillment that you so much want in life. Thank you so much for joining me today. Check us out on essence.org, and thank you so much. I would say be intentional, and always remember that love is patient, love is kind.